Our Heavenly Father, thank you for the day that you've given us, for the opportunity that's brought us together. Lord, we thank you for each one of these that's here today. You know every person, every family, every business represented. And God, I just pray that you will lift burdens, that you will meet needs, that you'll guide in our deliberations today. Lord, we thank you for all your blessings, for the opportunities, the potential, just for being so good to us. We ask you to bless the food now for the nourishment of our bodies and continue to be with us throughout this day. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you very much, Pastor Finnison. We appreciate that. So usually don't make a ton of announcements, but one person I want to recognize today, we've had an empty seat on our board for a little while. We had a hole filled in our chamber family when Lisa Evans passed away last year, and we've waited quite a while to make a good decision on who to fill that position with. But recently our board voted, and I'd like to recognize Billy Hayes, owner-operator of Frisch's Big Boy here in Somerset. He's going to be joining our board of directors. I've known Bill a long time, so if anybody needs some dirt, don't ask him. We have a don't ask, don't tell policy. We have 2 for Tuesdays today. First up, I'd like to ask Brian Blankenship, director of the Carnegie Academy at Somerset High School, to please come forward. And they're going to tell us a little bit about the things that they have going on. I'm looking for Brian. There he is. Brian, I'm excited to hear more about the Carnegie Academy.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. I'm not really for tourism up here, but anyway, as far as I'd like to thank the Chamber and Mr. Clue for giving us this opportunity to speak to you. Of all the things that modern schools provide young people, there is one that is probably the most important, and that is hope. During this pandemic, I'm sure you know, and throughout the immediate future, we have definitely had to deal with a lot more issues from students and trying to help them progress. It is very vital that we are successful in that pursuit. I'm here for 2 reasons. One, to share the exciting opportunities that are occurring at the Carnegie Academy at Somerset High School, and to ask for your aid in providing for some of our students. In 2018, Superintendent Kyle Lively and the late Dr. Michael Hale wanted to give Somerset students the opportunity to experience a collegiate setting and to develop skills, and this is where the hope comes in, self-efficacy that would benefit them later in their post-secondary education. We are housed on the 3rd floor, where if you graduated from Somerset High School, has been a library, band room, choir room, and is now a storage area. Or was a storage area until we moved in there. Thus far, we have had a total of 8 students graduate with the Carnegie diploma, and 2 of them are here today with me if you would like to speak with them. The Carnegie Academy was born in 2019 and houses all of Somerset High School's advanced placement and dual credit classes. Currently, 30 different classes, allowing students to accrue many college credit hours as possible. Many of our students graduate with over 30 hours of college credit. Thus, when they attend whatever college they choose, they are already sophomores. To earn our highest diploma, the Carnegie diploma, the students also complete a capstone senior research project that is defended in front of college professors. So if you don't know, the capstone class is a performance-based assessment, so they have to produce something. It could be a project. In the case of this class, it's a research paper, and so then they have to show what they've learned through the process. So we are currently offering that class and an engineering capstone class. So these students that are in their engineering pathway, they are currently they will be next week, at Texas Motor Speedway, where they'll be racing their solar cars, which a lot of people think they're small cars. They are not. They get in them and they ride around Texas Motor Speedway in them. So that's something that's pretty amazing that we're accomplishing. We currently have 3 cohort schools at which we can get college credit for the students. SEC in Campbellsville has been a long-time participant with us, and within the last 3 years, UK has joined as one of our cohorts. We were one of the first groups to get in with the University of Kentucky Next Gen Scholars. If you come by our table afterwards, you can see we won a wrestling belt from UK for our Spirit Week, and you can come look at that. We also had the highest GPA of any of the 14 other schools involved with UK dual credit. So that is what we are doing with the Carnegie Academy. The best thing about it is that it allows motivated students, regardless of socioeconomic status, to have hope. And this is our purpose. And that is why I'm here today, because when they graduate from the Carnegie Academy, we give each of the graduates a $1,000 scholarship. Now, as you may not know, the scholarship monies must come from the community. So our last four graduates are going to SEC, UK, Murray State, and our first Ivy League school, the University of Pennsylvania. We want to keep the scholarship money available to them. If you would like to help us in that pursuit, please feel free to contact me afterwards, Mr. Lively, or our principal, Mr. Wesley. We really feel that to give these students hope, that the Carnegie Academy is the beacon that they can see something in their future, and I want to make sure that we help them with that. Thank you very much. Once again.
Thank you, Brian. Our next speaker is our next two for Tuesday. I believe it's Miss Susan Wilson. I know a lot of us know Susan. She is here talking and representing the 516 Clinic. Susan, there you are. Come on up here.
Got to scoot this down a bit, or I'm going to have to grow. I'm not sure which. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's great to see you. Looks like a few of you have some maybe firework hangovers. I'm not sure. But it's nice to be out today, isn't it? I'm really excited to be able to share information with you today about the 516 Clinic. This is a free, not-for-profit clinic that serves working families in Pulaski County. This clinic was born in the hearts of some medical and dental professionals after they volunteered at a RAM clinic several years ago. And after years of praying and searching and researching, they finally came to a point, and the 516 Clinic came to fruition just this year. Had a little bit of a delay because of COVID, just like everything else. But it's located at 810 East Mount Vernon Street. And we're so happy to be able to share with you today some of the things that we provide. It's free services, free dental care, cleanings, gum disease treatments, fillings, extractions, free medical care, medical exams, basic health maintenance, chronic disease management. It's free. All the services are provided by licensed professionals who volunteer their time. We don't bill any insurance company. We rely on the goodness and the graciousness of the people in our community. Now, how do you qualify for care? First of all, you have to live in Pulaski County. Secondly, you have to work at least 32 hours a week. And you have to meet the household income requirements, which are pretty generous. It's up to 200% of the annual poverty rate. We have some handouts and some applications over at the table over here, and you can flip over on the back side and actually see a chart that tells you how much money you can make. If you need dental care, you must be uninsured. If you need medical care, you may be underinsured. You may have insurance, but say you've got a $5,000 or $10,000 deductible and you never get to a point where you can get primary care. That's really important to think about. Now, how can we help you? Well, there may be people in this room who don't have dental insurance. You may know someone who doesn't have dental insurance or medical insurance. And if you're an employer or you're an HR manager or you're anybody who works with employees, you can take action and provide information to your employees or your fellow workers. It's a really simple thing to do. Just give them our website. It's 516clinic.org. You can download the application forms there, and you may be able to really make a positive impact on somebody's life. The 516 Clinic was named as a result of a scripture in Matthew 5:16. So our mission is to serve the people of this community with the love and the joy and the grace of the Lord Jesus Christ. That's what we're about. We want people to get great care, but we want them to feel very loved while they're there. Again, our location is at 810 East Mount Vernon Street. It's Dr. Danny Ross's old office. Many of you all probably know knew Dr. Ross. His family has been gracious, so gracious with us and allowing us to first rent and then purchase that building. So we're set for a long time, people. Patients are seen by appointment only. We can't take drop-ins. We have limited hours of operation because we're working completely with professionals who donate their time. Hi, Bobby, you're getting up, aren't you? We work on a wellness model, so that means we want to keep your patients healthy. So we can't pull a tooth on, out of the clear blue sky just on a Tuesday. Our office hours are on Wednesday evenings. I'd like to introduce quickly some of the board members and volunteers who are with us today. If y'all don't mind to stand up real quickly. Dr. Mike Pope, Dr. Steve Hieronymus, Mary Hieronymus, Ricky Teal, they're all board members, and also Trish Parker is our volunteer coordinator, and Robin Seatack is her right-hand woman. She's been very invaluable in helping us get this going. So thank you so much for your time. If you want more information, please go over. In fact, please go over and get more information. We'd love to share that with you. Thank you so much.
I'm cutting her off for a good reason, though. So
It's okay.
last month, the Chamber was able to host our 38th annual Chamber of Commerce golf tournament that we've renamed the Jack Keeney Memorial. So every year, Jack, for all of you that knew him, I would say is a far better man than I'll ever be. He was a dedicated public servant who served this chamber with distinction for many years, and he loved our golf tournament. So we wanted to name it in his honor. Every year, we take a portion of our proceeds and we donate it to a charity of his family's choosing. And this year, we are happy to announce that we're going to be able to donate about, $3,400, I think, to 516 Clinic, Inc. So let's big round of applause, and really want to thank you for everything.
Thank you so much.
So, Susan, if you could join everybody, we'd love to get a picture here. We'll trade out that big check for a small one very soon. I believe we've got that with us as well. So congratulations, and again, thank you for all the work that you all are doing for the 516 Clinic. Last thing I want to do, we actually have a lot of information tables here today. I think we have a full house, so I want to recognize all these people. This is a free service that we provide for our members. If your organization or business would like to ever set up at these and interact with our attendees, all you have to do, you call Crystal at the office. We take those on a first-come, first-served basis, but I'd like to recognize all the tables that are here today. So we have the 516 Clinic, Advanced Care Pharmacy, App Harvest, Benchmark Family Services, Campbellsville University, Somerset, Connect Community Village, Cumberland Door Company, Dream Travel Adventures, Habitat for Humanity, excuse me, Heads Up Digital TV, Flashback Theater, Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital, Serenity Valley Farms, the Office of Vocational Rehab, PHI Air Medical, SPEDA, Somerset 106 WTLO Radio, Somerset High School's Carnegie Academy, the Harbor Restaurant, the Kentucky Wildlands, the United Way of South Central Kentucky, Timber Rock Lodge, and Performance Food Service of Somerset. Let's give all these businesses a big round of applause. The last thing that I will mention before I turn the microphone over, everybody should have some of these on their tables. We have our annual upcoming legislative update. That's going to be held on Thursday, July 28th. That's going to be at the Harbor Restaurant. It's going to be out on their brand new deck overlooking the marina. This is going to be an evening event, so if lunchtime events are difficult to get to, this is an after-hours event. It'll be held from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., and we're going to have our entire delegation there to talk to you about accomplishments from this past session, and we're going to be talking about things that they would like to accomplish in the upcoming session. So this is always a very well-received event every year, highly attended, and it's a great event. We always enjoy putting this forward, and it's free. There's absolutely no charge to attend. So this will be on Thursday, July 28th, 5:30 to 7:30. So, in saying that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn over the program to my boss, president of the upcoming Master Musicians Festival, Tiffany Finley.
Welcome, everybody. Good afternoon. It's always a great day when we can talk about tourism, especially after the 4th of July. So we're really looking forward to hearing from the ladies here in just a little bit. First, I want to welcome all of our guests, our public officials and their representatives, and all of our members. I want to recognize our world-class Chairman Circle and Ambassador Circle sponsors. Please take the time to look at those on your table and up here on the walls. These sponsors are very important to us because it just means that our chamber can be stronger and better for all of you. So let's give them a round of applause, please. We do have a new Ambassador Circle sponsor, my friends at Cintas. I don't know if they're here today. Are they? No? But let's give them a round of applause anyways. Big thanks to Karen's Catering and Event Planning for the food today. The Center for Rural Development, Lonnie Lawson, for providing our space and hosting us. Coca-Cola Bottling Company and Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of Somerset for the beverages. And then I will now have Sean Daughtry, our Vice President, come up and introduce our new chamber members.
All right, we're really excited about membership at the chamber because obviously what makes us a strong chamber is our members. This month we have 8 new members. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized. First, we have Childers Builders Incorporated, Tim Childers. Tim. Next, we have Ivia Anna Caskey. Next, we have MJ's Casual Dining, Melanie Gregory. Morrow Art Studio, Shane Morrow. Pulaski County Alzheimer's Disease Respite Center, Pat Brinson and Tammy Cranfield. Semperfi Roofing, Sydney and Harrison Lowe. Southern with Grace, Deborah Ping.
And last but not least, the Chalet, Chefs Ed Nazario and Michael Wells. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. Now we'll recognize our chamber ambassadors. If you're an ambassador, please stand so you can be recognized. We can't thank these guys enough. And July's ambassador of the month is Reese Shook from Courtyard by Marriott. I know she's here. Congrats, Reese. Okay, today's corporate sponsors is Hendrickson, and they are not here today, but they wish us well. And then we also have Performance Food Service. Jason Goodman is here, which is the Somerset president, and also a big supporter of master musicians, so please welcome Jason Goodman.
May have to move this up now. I'm a little soft-spoken, so this really helps. Good afternoon. I'm Jason Goodman. I'm the president of Performance Food Service in Somerset, and I just want to take a few moments to thank you all for everything that you do for the community and to give you a little insight into what we do. You may not know us, but you use our products every day. If you've enjoyed food away from home anywhere in the country, you've used a performance product. We operate in the background, ensuring our business partners' success each and every day. And many think we just sell food, which is kind of what we do. It's easy. We're moving food from the warehouse onto the truck to the end user. But actually, at the heart of our business, what we do is we sell solutions. And we ensure that all of our business partners have what they need and that they're moving their business forward. Performance Food Service Somerset has served the Lake Cumberland community for over 3 decades. Originally as Somerset Food Service, a small regional distributor with local ownership. Seeing an opportunity in the Eastern market in 2009, we acquired Somerset Food Service and brought them under the Performance Food Service umbrella of Performance Food Group. Performance Food Service is the second largest broadline food distributor in the country. We have a $7 billion market cap and 17,000 employees nationwide. We're ranked 112 on the Fortune 500 list, and we were excited this year to overtake Delta Airlines. Delta is now 113, so that was an exciting time for us. Since the acquisition, we have seen PFS Somerset grow into a major broadline food service distributor in the area. We currently provide 170 local high-paying jobs for the area. And this year we actually set a record with $200 million in annual revenue out of the Somerset House, which was a big deal for us. In addition to those records, we also, for the first time ever, serviced the Kentucky Derby, the 2022 Kentucky Derby this year, which was very difficult to pull off in a very short time frame, but we did it, and it speaks volumes to the employees of PFS Somerset. Also of note is our recent entry into the retail market. You'll begin seeing our private label brands pop up in grocery stores, regional grocery stores around the country. Braveheart Beef, Allegiant Pork, Baywin Shrimp, and Baccio Cheese. We believe this gives the regional supermarkets a way to differentiate themselves from the larger chains by carrying our in-house brands. So from a small regional distributor until today, in which we service over 1,000 customers from Cleveland, Ohio to Orlando, Florida, we continue to see the employees of PFS Somerset achieve great things, and we look forward to continuing our support of the Lake Cumberland community. And thank you guys for everything that you do for that community. Thank you.
Okay, and at this time, I'll ask all our guest speakers to come join me on stage. Now, these ladies will have a lot of great things to say, so bear with us a little bit, and we may run over just a few minutes, but I think it'll be worth it. And we'll have some questions afterwards. All right. Well, our first speaker is the Executive Director of the Somerset-Pulaski County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Ms. Michelle Allen.
Savor the sweet spots. Maybe even outdo yourself. It's your time to show and shine. We'll put a smile on your face and a song in your heart. Live the unsalted life on Lake Cumberland.
And welcome to the capital of Lake Cumberland. Thanks you guys for attending on July 5th. I told Bobby when we were doing this, I said, nobody's going to be here on July 5th. It's when most people take their vacations. And you're here to hear about tourism, but I'm sure there's somebody in the audience that doesn't understand what tourism is or what a tourist is. Where's my tourism table? I want to thank all my peeps. Can you please stand up? We've got from Manchester, Macquarie, and London that are here. They're tourists today. They're tourism professionals with us that came to... Oh, Rockcastle's here too. Thank you guys for coming and supporting us, and you're going to spend money before you leave, right? Right. Okay. Okay. So tourism is extremely important to us, and what a tourist is somebody that crosses the county line that does not work here or live here. So we're not just getting tourists from Ohio and the Ohio Navy. Anybody that's coming from around the region, maybe to come eat at Texas Roadhouse, come to our boutiques, come to the lake, whatever it is a tourist, and they are leaving money behind. In 2019, we had an economic impact of $126 million just in Pulaski County. Then we had the big C in 2020, so we lost 20% of that, and that went to $117 million. And some of you are wondering, like, where's that money go to? Well, there's a difference. You have indirect spending and direct spending. So your indirect spending is like today. Today was Karen Schaefer. She provided our lunch. Folks from outside the area came in today. They are spending money with the chamber. So that indirect that's coming and paying for the Center for Development ends up being tourism dollars. Direct spending is when those folks come in, they directly stay in a short-term rental, which is a VRBO, Airbnb, stay in our hotels, go to our restaurants, and fill up with fuel. And right now, with gas prices being high, everybody was wondering if we would have those numbers. We have the numbers, because if they're coming from up north, our prices are still cheaper. So they're going to fill up their boats and fill up their vehicles here before they leave. And Leslie always says, I'm the numbers girl, so yes, I am. So we had 20% loss of COVID, but according to the Smith Travel Report, from 2019 to 2020, Pulaski County was the only county in the entire state that had a consistent occupancy rate, meaning everybody was still staying in our hotels and still staying in our short-term rentals, which is fabulous for us. Yes, we had a loss, but we didn't have a loss like the rest of the state did. You had a loss of 60% in Louisville and in Lexington and other places, Bowling Green, but people came to us. And why did they come to us? What do we have? Lake Cumberland, outdoor recreation. PC Park. People could do stuff outside. They could rent a short-term rental. They could stay with each other's families and not have to be around everybody else. One of the things is about the state of Kentucky. Been notorious. We were down on the lower part of the list for marketing. If you guys go anywhere else, what do you see? Billboards of everywhere else. Tennessee, Florida. You never saw anything about Kentucky. So we're always fighting with our legislators, always saying, hey, support us a little bit. We need some funding too. And that funding comes into marketing. But when you did see marketing for Kentucky, it was the Golden Triangle: Lexington, Louisville, and Northern Kentucky. You didn't see anything about Southeastern Kentucky. You didn't see anything about Western Kentucky, but that's changing. It's changing, which is great. And I want to say thank you to our legislators, because with us knocking on their doors, patting them on their back, emails, phone calls, trust me, a lot of them, going to Frankfurt, speaking to committees, and saying we need this money because it's the third largest industry in the entire state of Kentucky, bringing in over $17 billion into our state. So it's extremely important that we have that. But Pulaski's rocking it right now. We have so many things that we can offer to everybody else. So it's very important. Thankfully to the state, they have secured $70 million for tourism for all of us, not only for the state to market itself, but for us individually. Don't come asking me for money, it's just for marketing. So it is extremely important that they saw that, and I want to thank them publicly for being able to support us, because we've never had that support before. So some of the ways that we like to market our office, and I didn't tell you how, we're like totally separate. All four of us are totally separate, and we'll explain that, is through a transient tax. So if you stay in a hotel or you stay in a VRBO, I get 3% of that cost. You know, when you get that receipt and you're like, thought it was $99. No, you got this tax, that added on to there. I get 3% of that for the entire county. Then in tune, I turn around and market the whole community. We do not host events in our office. There's just 3 of us, so it's a little hard to do that. But what we do is support events and support places that are having things that'll bring people in. We always like to say our goal is to put heads in beds. So that's one of our goals out of our office, to make sure people come here and spend their money with us. We are so fortunate to have Lake Cumberland. We love it. Some of you probably never been on the lake before, and some of you are like, oh my gosh, here comes the Ohio Navy. Just say hi and be nice and wave to them when you do see them. Even though we all know they can't drive, it's okay. We still want their money. So some of the things, though, we're also blessed to have is Pulaski Park, Haney's Appledale Farm, all the Haney's I saw in the back. There's somebody that on the West 80 corridor, open. People love just to go. Why? Because you have to remember that just because something costs something doesn't mean that everybody's going to be able to do it. Families want to be able to hop in their car and just drive and stop somewhere and do things together as a family, and Haney's is one of those places. We have Mill Springs, which is now a national monument. Guys, that didn't happen overnight. That's a 20-year process that has been in the works. Then we also have MMF. We've got Summer Nights Cruise. Got to make sure I mention Summer Nights Cruise. Flashback Theater. We've got restaurants, boutiques. Think about all the fun stuff that's happening in downtown Somerset now. There's things to do in downtown Somerset with our festivals, with our restaurants, with our shopping, and of course in Burnside as well. One thing we also have to remember is our business travelers come. We are having a large conference called Stand Up for Rural America. If you've not registered for that, please do that too. And then we've got sports tourism that's been mentioned a little bit. You know, how much money do you guys spend on your kids taking them to baseball games, basketball, volleyball? A lot. Well, we want folks to start spending it here and provide them places to be able to do that here as well. So none of this could happen without great partnerships between the city, the county, SPEDA, Dream Big, Burnside. So many people come together to make sure that we are welcoming folks into our communities, and I'm just grateful for that. So I want to thank you for taking the time today to come. I want you to be sure to visit lctourism.com. If anybody ever comes to you and says there's nothing to do in this community, send them to my website, please. And also, when you're doing those pictures and showing the family and going to the lake or going to Haney's or going to one of the festivals, hashtag LC365. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Next, from our Somerset Tourist and Convention Commission, we have the Executive Director, Leslie Ikerd.
Thank you. Well, good afternoon. It's exciting to see everyone here today. Like Michelle said, we're like, nobody's going to be there. Everybody's vacationing, so this is a great turnout. Thank each of you for being here and your interest and support in tourism. I wanted to introduce myself again. I'm Leslie Ikerd. I'm the City of Somerset Tourism Director. I want to thank Bobby Clue and the Chamber and the Board for having us here and recognizing that tourism is an economic driver for our community. So thank you for that. I also want to thank my colleagues on the stage. None of us do it alone. Again, as our great neighbors just across the road here came down to support us. That's what we do in tourism. We work together. We cheer for each other. If each of us have an event, we're there to help. We're all hands on deck, no matter what it may be. It might just be that we're tagging something or we're sharing something, but that's what tourism is. It's an extended family. And I will add, when we go to our training sessions, KTIA and KACVB, it really is a family that comes together, and you get to learn all about the state. You get to visit different communities, and you get to find out about them and what they have to offer, and then you get to come back home and share a little bit more about what Kentucky is and have a true essence of what it is because you got to visit. So that's what tourism is. It's sharing your community. It's sharing your passion, and I can say that all of us Kentucky tourism directors are real proud and passionate about what we do. I've been in the hospitality industry for 12 years now, 9 of those in tourism. A lot has changed in the way we market our communities. One thing hasn't changed, and that's our Southern hospitality. Each of you play a critical role in that endeavor, whether it's shopping at a local boutique, getting new tackle for a day of fishing on Lake Cumberland, or experiencing the local flair of food and entertainment in our downtown. Our visitors are coming back because of the experiences they have right here in Somerset. As I was tasked with giving tourism update, my mind quickly went back to our brand. In 2019, when Mayor Keck took office, there was an immediate shift, a call for downtown revitalization and a quality of place, a call for the community to come together, something for our locals and visitors alike. With a new brand for Somerset in place, it became clear what our mission was and how we could move forward. We focused on the 4 pillars that we built in our Somerset brand. How we are influenced by industry and entertainment from the northern part of our state, outdoor adventure from our eastern part of the state, arts and agriculture from the west, and the southern shorelines in the south. As we prepare to watch our latest See Somerset campaign, I hope each of you see yourself in these images. There are some of the things that are driving visitors to our community. Visitors want to live like a local. They want to eat, shop, fellowship, and enjoy the sense of community that we all desire. Join me as we look back over the last 3+ years of what's been accomplished. We can't wait to create more experiences in the years ahead that tell our Somerset story and share why we are the true spirit of Southern Kentucky. Welcome to Somerset, Kentucky, where you can experience the big city feel right here in our downtown. From craft breweries to top-notch dining experiences, savor plenty of local flavor. Shop at our signature boutiques and gift stores or catch a live performance at our newest venue, the Virginia. Our downtown comes alive with sights, sounds, and memorable experiences. Hundreds of miles of trails and streams, outdoor adventure abounds in Somerset, Kentucky. Go hiking, biking, trail riding, ATV riding, or just soak up the sun. Make plans to explore all of our natural wonders. Somerset is the capital of Lake Cumberland and the houseboat capital of the world. With 1,255 miles of shoreline, the water sport activities are endless. Boat, ski, wakeboard, tube, or paddle, we encourage it all. Come explore all of this and more in the spirit of Southern Kentucky. Somerset is rich in arts and agriculture. As the car cruise capital of Kentucky, we offer free family festivals that celebrate art, music, and food. Our downtown farmers market is a community gathering place that supports local producers and craftsmen. Follow our downtown mural trail, which tells Somerset's story through outdoor art experiences.
Okay, now from the City of Burnside Tourism Commission, Executive Director Alison Pyles, new to the job.
All right, what they said. Just kidding. So I've been doing this since the end of March. So as Tiffany mentioned, I am the newest member of the tourism team. But I'll just be honest with you, it truly is a team. I have not felt like an outsider from day one. And that is absolutely thanks to these ladies. So I feel very fortunate to be in this role and to get to work with these girls. So that's enough about my history. Burnside is super rich in history, and that is something that I did not fully understand when I took the position. We are the only town on Lake Cumberland, and that is a direct result of the town actually was moved to form the lake. So that was kind of a fun fact that I was not aware of. We were also the home of the first Boy Scout troop in the whole United States, which is pretty awesome. And we are, thanks to Mayor Lawson, getting a Boy Scout troop back in Burnside. So that's exciting. And many of our buildings are still part of our history. We have the old King's Drive-In, which is now Mama's Country Cookin'. We have Seven Gables, which was originally down where the lake is, and then they rebuilt it, and that is still standing, and it's an amazing vintage hotel now. And we have Lakeview Restaurant, which is now Guthrie's. So our history is very important to us in Burnside, and we like to be able to share that with people. As Michelle mentioned, Michelle doesn't do events, but Leslie and I do. And so some of the events that Burnside puts on, this year we had our inaugural Memorial Day event, which turned out absolutely amazing. We had about 350 people in Cole Park for bluegrass music. We had a local band, the Tommy Minton Band, and then we brought in Rhonda Vincent and The Rage, and people loved it. They really raged. It was amazing. So very excited to see that be so successful, and we definitely plan to continue that. We have Thunder Over Burnside coming up. There are flyers on your tables. We'd be happy to accept sponsorships. Let us know. This year, our concert on Friday night will be a local band, Tone Control, opening up for Exile. And then Saturday night will be our family festivities. We'll have inflatables and a magician and all kinds of different things. And then we will also have Radiotronic opening for Walker Montgomery, who's kind of a local guy, and that'll be followed by our fireworks show. We also, every year, put on Christmas Island. We had done that historically and brought it back last year, and I say we, but I had no part in that, so I just got to inherit a gold mine. So super excited about that. Christmas Island is a huge undertaking, and I would be absolutely at fault if I didn't thank my incredible city staff who supports that, and it's all hands on deck. And I'm super fortunate. Sorry, Mayor Keck, but I work for the best mayor in Pulaski County. So we have a family in Burnside, and I'm super grateful. There's also sponsorship opportunities available for Christmas Island if you'd like to take that. This year, we also started taking on some more local events. We partnered with Summer Nights Cruise, and we had the opportunity to be the meet and greet host. And I will tell you what, as a graduate of the 2017 Leadership Lake Cumberland class, I learned a little bit about tourism back then. And I remember hearing Keith talk about Summer Nights Cruise and the people that it brought in. But until I was in this role, I didn't truly see that. Summer Nights Cruise is a huge asset, and I know that we gripe and complain about our streets being crowded and the Ohio Navy rolling in, but man, they support your community. And so if you haven't had a chance to be a part of that event, come out and see us on a Friday from 10 to 2. We are absolutely excited to be doing that. And we love that we were able to get that small piece of that pie. Now, we've got a lot on our plate, but we're not done. We've got some future plans in the works. We have an amazing walking trail that we are working very diligently to get underway so that we can be part of that outdoor adventure tourism. And we are working hard on Dream Big Burnside. We would absolutely love to see some sort of development on Burnside Island. It is an absolute gem, and we would love to have an opportunity to have a resort or something else to do other than the camping and the golfing, which are great attributes, but we'd really like to add to that. I decided to keep mine short because I know Farrah's next. But I just wanted to say thank you all so much for being here, for supporting us and supporting tourism. Thank you.
As Alison said, our next speaker is super shy, so let's all bear with her. Please welcome Marketing Director of the Kentucky Wildlands, Farrah Dobbs.
Is this thing on? How do we turn this on? Okay, I see it. Never mind. Welcome. You are in the Kentucky Wildlands. I just want to thank everybody for being here today. Not only are these ladies in the Kentucky Wildlands, but like Michelle was saying, our beautiful friends out there, Tim Parks with Manchester. We have Jessica, who is now the tourism director for Rock Castle. Welcome. She just started like last week. Michelle Perry with McCreary County, and then, of course, Kelly Burton with London. And I couldn't do my job without all of the 41 counties' support. I call them my coworkers. They're definitely my friends, and we all work well together. Unlike these ladies up here, they have like tax money. I am grant-based. We're hoping that we become a little bit more sustainable once we become a national heritage area. I don't even know how to work this. Okay. So we are that 41 counties. I hope this is not coming off my 7 minutes. We are 41 counties of eastern and southern Kentucky. So you see the areas that are highlighted there, that is the Kentucky Wildlands. So we are this brand new initiative that came into fruition in 2020, right during the pandemic. But guess what? Adventure tourism was the MVP of COVID. So we really took off, and I got boots on the ground, starting to tell everybody about who we were and what we're doing, and it has just been such an amazing adventure. We do stand on these 3 pillars of work. We want to elevate our natural assets. So guess what? We don't have to pay for waterfalls to come into our area. They're already here. We want to embrace our heritage, our culture, our history, our people, our accents. We want to empower our partners being these ladies up here, the people out in the audience, you guys. You all have businesses. I'm here to promote them. We need to show the world that Eastern and Southern Kentucky, we're here. We are a dot on that map, and we're proud to be where we are. We're not that golden triangle. We're the Kentucky Wildlands. We're better. Woo! We launched a media campaign with our websites and our social medias. You can just keep going. Our billboards, we do hospitality classes where we come in and we tell our people, hey, there's more than what this waitress is telling somebody in our area. We have like, whenever you go up to one of your hostesses comes up to you and you say, hey, what's there to do in the area? And they say, oh, there's nothing to do here. You might as well just go on up 75 to Lexington. No. We're teaching them in these hospitality classes, hey, there's tons of things to do. What's there not to do in the Kentucky Wildlands, in your town, in the town next to us? We want to do regional marketing to where maybe they may go from London into Manchester, but they come back to London and they stay in Somerset. So we're trying to touch 3 counties, and actually we're trying to blur those county lines so that we're just become this one big region and we're all benefiting from the money. We're also doing the marketing college. So we're trying to give our tourism directors clout by sending them to marketing college so that we're all on the same playing field. We're all on that same level, and we're here to say we're just as intelligent as you are. We're actually probably more. We have entrepreneurship, and then we decided that we needed to do, in this short period of time that we've been to Kentucky Wildlands, we wanted to show our partners across our 41 counties how we've accomplished goals and objectives for Eastern Kentucky. So we did our own visitor profile and conversion study, and it was conducted by Chandler Thinks. We surveyed folks that showed interest in the Kentucky Wildlands via our online requests, and even if they requested anything about us from the Kentucky State Tourism's Inspiration Guide. Our main objectives are the Kentucky Wildland is known for beauty. It's known for our hiking. It's known for our nature. Our overnight spenders, of course, are spending more than our day trippers, of course. And the Kentucky Wildlands, the perception of Eastern Kentucky is changing because of how we're marketing the Kentucky Wildlands. We're also showing, you can keep going. We're also showing that our visitors are staying in a variety of accommodations. I wish I could get this thing. Keep going. And then I also wanted to show that whenever they are visiting the Kentucky Wildlands, what they're actually doing. 83% are hiking. 79% are visiting a state park. These are the top activities that our visitors are doing, and they're coming from Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, Tennessee, Texas, and Washington, D.C. And of course, we're changing the perception in a positive manner. It's wonderful to see and hear, and there's more to explore than I knew existed. Kentucky is a hidden gem. Observations through this visitor profile is that we need to stay the course. What we're doing to market the Kentucky Wildlands is working. So all of our billboards that we're putting out, all of our newspapers, what the Commonwealth Journal is doing for us by putting us in magazines. What we're doing on a national and an international level is really bringing awareness to our southern and eastern Kentucky towns and cities and counties. And I have all of this on a thumb drive. If anybody's interested in this conversion study, you're more than welcome to have it because it might help your business. And we'll just skip through those. Hey guys, do you remember a guy from American Idol named Noah Thompson? So we got together, we took a group of people to welcome him home on the home trip that he got to do. And so Alton Blakely, they gifted us a Bronco. I called it a Jeep the entire day, but they gifted us a Bronco. We had it wrapped by New Horizons, and then Alan with Magic Monograms made us all of our hats. All of this was basically donated for us to bring in Noah Thompson, because guess what? On a state level, he was never even recognized. So they called us and they said, would you come and welcome Noah Thompson back home? And that's what we did. And that's what the Kentucky Wildlands is here to do. We're here to put Eastern Kentucky on the map. And like I was saying about our National Heritage Area, once this 3-year feasibility study is complete, we hope to be just like our neighboring state of West Virginia. We want to bring in these federal dollars to Eastern Kentucky. We want to create these jobs. We want to bring in this money. And we want to show the world, because guess what? People go to visit national parks and they go to visit national heritage areas. So we really want to put Eastern Kentucky on the map. And see, Bobby, I told you I could stay in 7 minutes. Here is my contact information, and if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to follow up with me at a later time. But I think that we're actually going to take some questions as well here today.
Thank you, Farrah. Thank you, ladies. As Executive Director of Master Musicians Festival, I can tell you how hard these ladies work, and they make a huge difference in the success of our festival. So
I know they're working hard. I too wanted to say hi to my friends from London and Manchester, because not only are they tourism, but they run the big events like the World's Chicken Festival and Manchester Music Festival, and they're our friends and we support each other, so thank you all for being here. Also, Bobby let me know a little too late that we are Facebook Live today, so hopefully everyone minded their P's and Q's. And so now we'll do some questions. There's a microphone over here with Ace. So if you have a couple questions for these ladies, we'll take them at this time.
Okay, since you're not asking a question, I forgot to mention, like Chris Gardner always says, is the best next thing since Lake Cumberland. It was on my notes. I hate to go by notes, so clearly I forgot. Horse Soldier Bourbon and Horse Soldier Farms. When I was talking numbers and discussing economic impact, I can't even give you a number of what it's going to do to our community, what it's going to do to our region, and on top what it's going to do to our state. If you've never looked up the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, I highly recommend that you do so. Look to see what kind of visitors are coming, what profile they have. You've got people from Australia, Japan, Korea, all over the world that are coming to Kentucky, and we're missing the boat on that, and we're not going to anymore, because they will be traveling on that Kentucky Bourbon Trail, and visiting us will either be the first stop or their last stop, and they'll be spending their money with us. So if you're out there and people ask you about it, they are coming. They are going to make a great impact, a classy, good, positive impact into our community. So I just hope that you guys go back and make sure that you support them and support all of the events that we've got going on in our community, because it's also up to you. We can't do it all to make sure that everybody knows what's going on in our community and in our region.
So I want to do a quick follow-up on Horse Soldier. So at least once or twice a week, I get somebody that comes up to me and says, man, is that really going to happen? And I think we all know the answer is yes. I mean, I'd like to know, the project's over, it's multi-millions, and you maybe can address that, talk to them a little bit about, you know, they're not building a McDonald's out there. This is a massive investment that takes some time, and maybe you can talk to that.
$250 million, probably more, investment into our community. And it's not just a regular bourbon distillery. Not only is the story fabulous, but they are bringing what I call a whole nother attraction, a whole nother village, a whole nother city on top of the city of Somerset. And it's going to be something that we will enjoy as locals, that people from all over the world will enjoy. But when you talk about that $250 million, they're using folks here in our community to help build that. They're using folks to hire. They're going to use all kinds of folks that are from our area. And it's just, you know, a lot of people talk about bringing in large companies to do this and large industry. This is an industry of its own, and it's something that we really are looking forward to, and I'm excited to be able to help and represent them once they are here.
Any other questions? One.
It's okay, we were good enough. They don't have any questions. Just remember, go to lctourism.com to find out all your information.
Okay. Well, you guys want to hear why I do the process? You just sit. Okay. So now we have. Oh, let's give them another round of applause, and we'll let them do it. We have some awesome prizes today, so I would not leave if you have one of these tickets. There's one I wish I could win, but okay. So get your tickets out. 20% off at M&W Printing. Last four digits, 5922. Raise your hand high. That's Kathleen over there. Okay, good job. We got Buffalo Wings and Rings gift card, $25. 5662. Does someone have that? Oh, right in the back. Yeah?
Hardee's gift card from Hardee's South, $20, and that is 5958. Right. Okay, we have 2 gift cards to the Harbor Restaurant, one at a time, Lee's Ford Marina. And the first one is 5954. Okay. Bingo. And the next one is 5945. Oh, 2 parts. Okay. I'm going to do that one last. Okay, we have a Baxter's, I want to make sure I'm on track. Baxter's gift box from the Job Shop. Good one. We have 5977. One. I'll take it. Okay. 5906. Oh, there you go. See, you come over, win all kinds of prizes. From Chick-fil-A, we have 2 Chick-fil-A cookie trays, so we'll get those out one at a time. 7165. It's a white ticket, okay? I heard over there. Yep. And the next one is 5663. Oh, that's Neil Haney. Yeah, Neil Haney in the back. Okay, and then we got 2 more. We have a Master Musicians Festival straw hat. This thing's awesome. Somebody model it. And then 2 VIP weekend passes. Get your ticket out. And the festival is in like 9 days, so if you haven't got your tickets yet, please do. 5931. All right. Okay, now this one's a big one, guys. This is huge. Oh, they take it home with them. Okay, so we have 1 case of hand-cut steaks from Performance Foods. $175 worth of meat coming home with you. I know, was that the one I just had? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. All right. We got 5899. All right. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming. Next luncheon is EKU President Dr. David McFadden. That is Tuesday, August 2nd. Now I'm going to ask our intern, Ace Swederick, did I say it right? Sweater Vest, to come up and lead us in the pledge.